what it was. The bubonic plague, aka the Black Death, was a plague that hit Europe in the mid-1300s. It was caused by bacteria carried by fleas that lived on rats. This epidemic was likely carried from China through trade with Europeans.
Not to be racist or anything, but Asian people.
Areas affected. The rats, carrying the fleas, snuck into merchant ships when they went to travel west. The merchants, of course, didn't know, and many on the ships got infected too. They went from the Black Sea ports to Sicily, and soon, terror struck Europe. However, not all of Europe was affected. The only area not affected is where present-day Poland is. The reason they weren't affected is that their king at the time, King Casimir the Great, quarantined the borders. This basically means that Poland was that kid that never shared any of his snacks.
No, Mom's phone.
Okay, you need to share. Sharing is caring.
I don't care.
Number of casualties. The number of people the plague killed was catastrophic. The population of Europe at the time was about 75 million. This killed about 1/3 of the population, which equates to about 25 million people. It's enough. The death toll was so high that gravediggers used carts to collect corpses. They went from street to street calling, "Bring out your dead." Many towns ran out of coffins, so instead, they just threw the bodies into huge pits, and then covered them. At the time, medicine wasn't very advanced, so doctors could do nothing about the people who were infected. Eventually, they died themselves.
They're getting all their air back! Do something! Do something! Do something!
People went crazy. People tried all sorts of things. Christians got so fed up by this they started to kill Jews. Some people were led to witchcraft and wizardry. Others brutalized their bodies as penance for God's wrath. Economically, prices and wages went up, leading to peasant unrest and led to the eventual end to manorialism in favor of a market economy.
Go crazy! Ah, go stupid! Ah, go crazy! Go stupid! Ah, go crazy! Yeah! Go stupid! Go crazy! Ah, stupid!
After the plague, there was really no end to the plague. The amount of deaths declined over time, but the infection never truly went away. This is evident as it returned for some periods during the 1600s. It also spread to the Americas when people carrying the disease traveled there. The Native Americans weren't immune to the infection like the Europeans were, so they started dying off. The casualties there was also big, but the Americas weren't as populated as Europe.